Hello everybody and welcome to the 10th episode of Infraspace. Here we are in our colony. As you can see, we're getting along very nicely. We've got quite a bit of things. Currently we're also we have got a bit of traffic issues, as you can see over here. I have tried to fix it as much as I could, made as much lanes able to merge and things like that as possible. I should probably also do stuff like this up here. That should always help, right? Not only there, but also if we go fast, there we are. Right over here, I did notice this. Apparently this was a thing throughout a huge part of last episode. There was just insane amount of clogging up. Surprisingly enough, here at the neural processor production, there's not really any factories that are specifically lacking the things like copper and iron, but there is a huge traffic jam for it, and I hope that I won't have to do anything to fix those, because of course last episode we made a bunch of stuff and I didn't get let the game run through a whole lot, so hopefully, if we just give it some time, because we just constructed these, so of course they're all going to get filled up, as well as the fact that we just constructed those habitats here as well. So those are all going to fill up too. As you can see, we got a bunch of level 4 habitats. You know, the one I just clicked on, see, they're getting everything, and they're going to upgrade as well very soon, I hope. That's probably also the reasoning behind this amount of traffic. Anyways, apart from the few habitats up here, most of my habitats are actually level 5. And to upgrade, they only need the VR edutainment, because we already have enough schools everywhere. And, you know, we've got these things over here. Immigration rate is, you know, kind of obviously low. Still, surprisingly enough, 71 residents ready to move in. That's quite nice. Something that's also nice is that we have 1,500 spare population. And with that population, we can go ahead and do everything we need for these habitats to upgrade. And, well, they can't upgrade yet because we haven't researched. As you can see, we are currently researching iridium mining so that we can, after that, research holo displays. But, you know, that's gonna take a while. Also, the AI control units, okay, so the AI control units, don't you need those for that as well? Let's see what you actually need to make that. So, what you need VR edutainment for that. You do need what is that green thing? Is that the holo displays? No way. So they changed that. We then need to research these three things, just to get, just to unlock the holo displays, basically. Wow, that is like a lot. And the AI control units, do you need those for anything? I forgot what all that stuff is for. The AI control units, they are... I think you only need those for the adamantite mine. I'm not entirely sure though. Anyways, right over here in this spot, yes, we have our research going. Wow, we actually appear to have more than enough of everything. Let me actually check that. So these are almost all just full on neural processors. We don't have enough power. Okay, that's well, that's an easy fix, right? I guess we can just go over here and then place in another solar panel, or actually a few more, because otherwise it's gonna happen again in a minute or two. So I'll just place in a few. I mean, there's no doubt that we will need this power, because our entire residential area over here is hooked up on the same network, which is very useful, but you end up getting clusters of solar panels like this. Anyways, hopefully we won't have those solar panels for very long, because of the fast neutron reactor. Those, of course, we are going to work towards using those. Anyways, traffic doesn't appear to be great in here. Now that's not ideal. Let me see if I can do something about that. I made some minor adjustments and the traffic should be moving a lot quicker now. Of course, there's still going to be a bunch of traffic because a lot of these things were probably all backed up because of this terrible traffic. Here, this is still backing up a little bit, but it shouldn't be that much. As you can see, it's flowing quite nicely, although most of these mines are still completely backed up. Anyways, that'll just come with time, right? Anyways, something which I was like sort of going to do, but then got distracted by the traffic from, was increase our production over here for the red science. If we check our production overview, we are making enough neural processors. We've got a little bit of excess, but you know, you always definitely want to have some excess when dealing with neural processors, right? Because they're very important, and if you don't have enough, that can be detrimental for your civilization. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the usual stuff. I'm going to lay out another one of these neural processor areas, not a full one, so not as big as this. I'm just going to do half. That should be enough just to give us a little bit of more neural processors, so we can slightly increase the amount of yellow science we are making. We're making more than enough methane. Motors, I'll also have to increase the production of that, but these green sciences, I mean, we have a lot of outgoing storage full there, so I don't think I'll need to increase the production on that. There we go, it's being set up. As you can see, this is only half of what we have in all the other ones, but I think that's absolutely fine. Oh dear, that's a lot of traffic under here. I didn't see that because this road is over top, but that's not good. And I'm not sure what to do about that. You know, I'll fix that later. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Anyways, so, oh yeah, I want to explain. So the way that I get these neural processors to the neural processor train station over here without clogging up the traffic is the same I did with the other ones. I sent them to this junction over here, and then they actually head over to top via this road, and this road is at the same time also the reason why I can't see the road underneath, which is why there's so much traffic. But yeah, that's why and how, if you were wondering. Anyways, this took about a total of just about 300 workers, so it's not a whole lot. Checking the production overview and then neural processors, as you can see, that's gone up by a little bit, not by that much. I'm not sure, like, these require a lot of neural processors, right? I'll see how many more I can place. Where are they? Here. Yellow Science Pack Factories. So what does that say right now? Under neural processors, we are making 34.8 and using 28.9. So 28.9 goes up to 30.9. So it goes up 1. So, you know, I'll place another 3. 1, or how about another 2? Let's see, how does that look? We're making, oh wow, that's dangerous. Okay, 34.8 and 34.7. That's way too close, so I'm gonna remove this one. That means we can sadly only place 2 more, and that's not a lot, so I don't really like that. But you know, oh well, that's fine, I guess. Also, we can remove that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, I'm not making enough motors now, and yeah, okay, that's fine. Not enough nanotubes. I knew about that issue. So I just need to increase my motor production, and maybe even consider doubling the nanotube thing I made over there, because 2 more really isn't that much. And you also need to think about the future, right? Because of the, where is it here? The red science requires 2 yellow science, right? So yeah, that's also sort of important, right? What is that? What are those? I don't recognize the trucks. Those are sulfur. Why are they traveling here? Well, you know what? That's none of my business. I guess I'll just leave them to it. I don't really care. If there's an excess somewhere, then they can export, because, you know, there's an excess anyways. This is the motor production right over here. And as you can see, this is also neatly divided into strips just like this. I'm gonna do the same thing I did over here and not immediately fill up another one of these entire strips. I'm just gonna like half fill it up, if you get what I mean. Also, like, this is one of the first things we did in this entire colony, and I'm so proud of it. Look at this. It's the concrete production. I think it looks really, really good. And we built it like in the second episode. We finalized this and just like put it all together because we had finished the research, and like it's been supplying me with concrete for the entire playthrough now, so it really works well. Okay, so I put in the wow, I'm messing things up. I think it was an autosave right there, and I probably also autosaved, that's why I started lagging. um, Anyways, in the production overview, as you can see, we now have more than enough motors that we are making, which is great. I just placed them in, and here's all the copper coming to feed the few of the new factories. Anyways, heading over here, you can see that the traffic that was right over here is really starting to get an issue, to become an issue, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game, and I'm going to remove the road that goes over the top over here, just so I can see everything really well. Yeah, and then I'm just going to fix it, I hope, and then I'll put everything back, and then everything will be great again, I hope. Okay, when I was like trying to fix this, I realized that I hadn't done anything about the traffic. I just pulled a few of the lines there through. So really, it was just absolute garbage. Now it should be a lot better, and I'll definitely try and keep my eye on it, even though that is going to be hard with a road coming over the top. There we go. Oh, we've unlocked the iridium mines. Now that should go on to researching the holo displays. Yep, very good, so that we can build those. Maybe next episode if we research really hard. Anyways, that's the road in. There we go. Now we should see a tiny influx of some neural processors that couldn't leave previously, heading away, but that's not going to be very big, although, you know, every neural processor is actually quite a lot if you look at how much goes into making it. So we have the iridium alloy factory, an iridium mine, and oh yeah, of course, 2 iridium mines, a big one and a small one. Heading back over to here, you can see that all the habitats have upgraded to level 5. There's not a single level 4 habitat left, although average habitat level appears to be 4.89. Where are there habitats in that are level 5? Oh, over here. I think that these might have downgraded during like some. I think a few of those might have. Whoa! What's going on here? We can't have that. Is this, which one is the? Oh, I think I know what was happening. So I believe that the yellow science gets prioritized, and that then the trains try and just fill up the yellow science, instead of distributing equally between yellow science and home robots. And since I placed 2 new ones in, I think that is cause for those 2 new ones to get fully stocked with neural processors before they start going to the home robots. And now that is very unideal. It's a disaster waiting to happen, to be honest. I really don't like that. Now, of course, something I could do is split it into two separate circuit things, or whatever you want to call it. So I could split it into two, and I could say this half you can only go to home robots, and the other half you can only go to yellow science. But the thing is, because I've got train connections from the yellow science, to what is it over here, the motors, and I've got train connections from the motors to the home, to the, what are these, home appliances, home robots, and train connections from basically everywhere to everywhere, that they're just gonna sneak through anyways, and then it's just gonna take even longer. So that isn't really an option. Also, this is also pretty dramatic. What's going on here? Why do these have no carbon? Well, that explains it, I guess. There appears to be a pretty large traffic jam there. Okay. I'm not sure what to do about that. You know what, actually? What I can do is delete that road from there, then put in a road that goes like this, back. Oh, it disconnected. There we go. That's now connected to that, and those can hopefully just go through. And now I've just rerouted these to go over there, and those have all disappeared. Well, you know, sort of a waste of steel, but I guess that'll help anyways, right? Yeah, it's, so what I also feel like doing now is upgrading this to a 4-lane road, only that would be a complete waste of the iron. But actually, we're literally just like, the entire production is stalled because of that. Where's replace road? There it is. So, you know, this has stalled the entire production, so wasting a little bit of that iron here and there, which is on these roads, is not going to be such a big deal. Luckily, I didn't just try and add 3,000 train lines, because that would have been a little bit worse. Anyways, this one just needs a bit of moving. That's okay. Well, I'm going to the grid for that. There we go. That's fine now. Yeah, okay, we were all good. I hope that that's going to be fixed now. It should be. We do need to keep an eye on this one now, though. But if you look at it, look, it's because you see how slow they go in? And these things are so large that I don't just want to place them like around everywhere, because they take up a lot of space. Space in which we could instead have carbon processors and steel mills, right? Anyways, so looking at this problem, we got no warning signs, and I'm very happy about that. If we check the production overview, home robots, yeah, we are making quite an excess, so I hope, oh, yes, that is neural processors. That is what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Look, oh wow, we're actually producing a whole lot of these. Oh, I forgot, because they produce like 10 at a time, right? So it looks like we're producing a whole lot. Yeah, well, I guess that means we are actually just producing a whole lot. Anyways, because I don't want that to like become an issue, what I'm just gonna do is I'm going to fill in the rest of this. Use another 300 jobs. We still got more than enough jobs left to, after that, be able to put in the holo displays. But I just want to make some more neural processors, because in theory you can never have enough, because everything relies on it. I just placed in the what are these, electronics factories, carbon processors, sand mines, and whatever these are, the microchip factories. I should really know that by now, don't you think? Anyways, I've placed them all in, and I haven't placed in the nanotube factories or the neural processor factories yet. And that's because I've learned from my past mistakes, and I'm just gonna wait like a very tiny bit for a few of these to get all the resources they need and stuff like that, so that we can then afterwards, okay, that's fine, so that we can then afterwards place in these, like, I mean, probably around now, to be honest. I just didn't want to place them in immediately because I knew that that would just create a traffic nightmare, although everything does seem to be pretty okay. So we can place in these now. There we go, that's all the nanotubes in. That's going to cause, I think, a lot of sand to leave here, and a lot of carbon as well. Yeah, it's a small influx, not a lot though, so we're still good. And then I'll place in these last neural processor factories as well. Very, very nice. Checking the production overview. Here we're making now a huge excess of the neural processors. Also, how am I still making enough power in this area? Yeah, that's like that's like extremely close. So I'm just gonna place in another one of these here, and then because I'm the type of person, I'm also gonna place one here for symmetry. There. Okay. I just realized that I should probably take these and place these like here instead, just like I've done on the other side. Let me do the same thing with that one. Look, now it's the same as on the other side, right? And then what I need to do is, wait, where is that one? Okay, it's there. So I need to place it like here. Yes. And then another one here. Yeah. There we go. Now it's good. Now it's good. Oh, yep, here's the influx. That feels very delayed, to be honest. But, you know, I'm sure we'll survive. It's mainly just for this area anyways. What? Okay. They all seem to be preferring this lane. Even though this lane also allows them to merge. Well, no, not merge, to turn. Anyways, I think we'll survive that as well. Here you can see another bit of the influx happening. That'll all be fine. That'll all be solved. Anyways, I feel like I've said that a lot now. I'm just gonna wait a little while so that we can build up an excess of neural processors, because as I've been saying, that's never a bad thing. Oh, look at these delicious home robots. As I've been saying, that's never a bad thing. Luckily, we don't have a crisis here. And I'm just going to wait a little while, and we can do some researching whilst we're waiting. And then I'm going to check these every once in a while. And after they've just all got like one or two neural processors spare that don't immediately need to go anywhere, once that's the case, I will then place in like another two of these yellow science factories. Wow, that's some like cool merging. Well, switching lanes tactics, guys. That looks very efficient. That was an autosave, I think. Anyways, I'll place in two more of these since we can definitely just do that. Yeah, with that, we should definitely be able to do that, but I don't want the same thing to happen as what happened last time. I'll move that one over so that we can have then enough space to place those in, and now I'm just gonna wait. Okay, so I've been here like a small while, not a long while or something, and this looks like traffic. It's just a bit of backup here. It's not big traffic, okay? Don't pay attention to that. No. Anyways, there's no surpluses that are building up in here, but I think it's time. I think it's fine. Let me show you why. So back over here, these only require one neural processor, and they all have pretty much more than 10. Well, that one had 8, another one had 9, but see, that one has 16, that one is 14. You know, they're all pretty good. Also, I got a comment about this. Someone was wondering what that was. That is literally like this line over here. It goes through there, and it does still work. These copper mines are just mining copper just fine. I don't know, it's stupid. Um, and I'm just being lazy to move it, and I'm still not gonna move it. I'm gonna keep it there. Anyways, so these have all of a little bit of a surplus, and I just don't want to wait until they all have 30, because that's just gonna take forever, right? Same thing over here. These all have like 26 because they require 4 per time. That's good enough for me. This is producing just fine. Also, before I actually place in those 2 more, there's another reason why I actually had to pause the game. Look at this. You see that? It's lacking water. Wait. It doesn't appear to be though. Oh wait, which building is it? When I turn around, like, the thing moves. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. And it's this one. Looks like this one is downgraded because of it. Also, there is good news, though. Look at these. There's almost no more level 4 habitats left. And now the no water issue is an issue I've been having before building this, and it's just that the water doesn't get distributed equally. Some of these things will just have like way more than enough water. They'll be completely full. I can actually show it over here as well. So all of these are hooked up to the same network for water. These have enough water, enough water, enough water. So you look at how full some of these are. That one doesn't have a lot, but then all the ones next to it do and have more than enough. And it's just really weird. It just doesn't seem to get distributed equally. And it's annoying. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like remove a few of these buildings, just move them, and then I'm gonna replace them with a water thing. So this one, I can just move it over here, right? Because that doesn't even matter. I'm just moving it out of the way so I can place some more water things. Same with this one. Meow. I can just pop that over there. Then looking at the water pipes network, we got water pipes everywhere. And since it's not a huge issue, like how many water pumps do we have in this entire area? We have, is that it? Is that 10? No, we have 20. 20 in this area supplying everything. So I think if I add in 4 more, we should definitely never ever have this problem again, right? If I add in 4 more per area, that which goes from 20 to 24. Like, 4 doesn't sound like a lot, but actually if you think about it, if there's only 20 and you increase that with 4 more, that's quite a lot more. And you know, it's not a huge issue, as I said. Look, it's only like 3 habitats which are lacking it, and these few will just hopefully help the water levels stay okay. Let's place, wait a second, actually I've got a better idea. Look at this. This takes up the amount of space of 3 of those. What does this create? 1 water every 2 seconds. And what do these create? 1 water every 8 seconds. So, like, this is whatever 8 divided by 3 is, like 2.67 or something, right? That's probably wrong. Oh well. Anyways, this creates, this will create 1 water per second. If okay, I'm very bad at explaining this, but just like, leave me, okay guys? I know what I'm doing here. I'll replace them with 2 of those. Same thing here. Boom and boom. And that will create more water than it was before. Now the issue is only on this side, but it's probably going to happen on that side as well. Also, more proof as to why the distribution is unequal is that this was literally never a problem until now for like some random reason, right? You know, these 2, I'll leave them there. I'll let them vibe there, like I don't care. Now we can have a lot of fun placing back the habitats. There we go, that's that one. This one over here. That water thing, we can delete that. Also, I forgot to do it here at the bottom. I'll just do it here everywhere, because why not? Right, it's not like these require resources, they literally take it out of the ground, or the other ones, they take it out of the air, but, like, it's not like they require resources, so we can just place as much as we want. Although workers, how much workers do these have? 4, so that's 12 workers in total. These also have 4 workers, so this would be a better idea, even if they created the same amount of water, just because of the fact that these require less workers. Okay, well, this is then an obvious choice, isn't it? Okay, we can now continue. We're placing, like, back the habitats. So, this one can go over there. Then there was one of the last level 4 habitats, which was this one, and we can go ahead all the way over here and place that there, because that's where it was. Then we can just go over here and place that one back in there. That corner's fine, and we had nothing in those corners. It feels like did I have an extra? There was no way there were 4. Yeah, okay, so we still need to place one last one in here. And now everything has been placed back. The only issue is, since these have like no spare stash of water, I fear it might take a while before the problem is resolved. Again, not enough power? See, exactly, that's what I meant. Like, you know how many of these I placed at the beginning of the episode because we didn't have enough power, and I said, well, it's gonna, like, ask for more power in, like, a minute or 2 anyways if I don't place more? Well, that's exactly what just happened. I'll just place, like, a few more, because there's no doubt that we'll need it, right? As soon as we build more habitats here, we're gonna need more power. Anyways, that one is now downgrading, sadly. And it's just getting no water, but these other ones, see, they're just getting more than enough water. Checking the pipe network, I can also do that, just to prove a point. Oh yeah, we have the oxygen and water pipes over each other, so with these little extensions over here, I can click on the water pipe. Inflow per minute, outflow per minute is the same, but it's not like, well, it can't get clogged, right? Oh, that just shot up, didn't it? Was it? I'm not sure. Anyways, it should be resolved in, I hope, not a lot of time. See, those aren't lacking water anymore. Did it just? Yeah, it upgraded back. See, now it has all the water it needs, like literally more than enough, and this one is still lacking water. It's stupid, okay? But that's fine. Anyways, that was this episode of Infraspace. Sadly, we didn't do a whole lot, but as you can see, we are quite a ways into researching the holo displays. Sadly, we'll still have to research the high-tech workshops after that, but that will definitely be done next episode. Because what we're going to do next episode is a lot more than this episode. We're going to build up the holo display factories. Now, looking at how many habitats we have, we're definitely going to need to build up a whole lot of those. But yeah, we're going to build those up somewhere. It's going to be great. And we can hopefully see the first habitat upgrade to level 6. And you know, honestly, look, see, those habitats no longer lacking water. This was a great solution. I'm very happy I did that. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Oh wait, is that like the last level 4 habitat? No, wait. 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. There's also other ones, like this one. In 1? There's no way. Okay, now I'm just gonna wait until like we only have level 5 habitats, because that's so close. Okay, it's there. Like 50 seconds later we hit it. Looking over here, we don't see a single habitat that's lower than level 5. These lower bits back here are the meal factories and the oxygen processors. There here as well, not a single habitat that is lower than level 5. I love it. This is gonna allow us to easily upgrade everything to level 6 next episode. Although that might be slightly ambitious because of course we do need to make a lot of VR entertainment. So what we're probably going to end up doing, to be honest, is hooking it up to this one and then hooking up to that. Although that is very dangerous because, of course, in theory they are slightly connected via this station. Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, we just need to make it all at once. And that's definitely what we're going to do next episode. Anyways, enough of me ranting. I've been doing this outro for like 5 minutes now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.